Hello! And since I've been digging things out of depots, I thought I might do the ultimate digging out of a depot, which is lurking somewhere over on the map. We have our challenge, which was to reunite Non-Luminous and Luminous Bob. Do you remember that all those episodes ago? Probably not. So Luminous Bob's resting pasture is down here. And we have Non-Luminous Bob kind of up here. So we don't really have any good route, but that shouldn't stop us. Let's just build a railway. Because we did this when we didn't have much money. So they're going to start building some railway, not some narrow gauge railway. Because that won't work. But some proper railway. There we go. Start building some railway. Now, there's not much challenge to this. It really is there. Because, we're just going to tell Luminous Bob to go over to the resting pasture and then just, add a couple of extra orders just to stop all of those annoying messages. So, what I'm going to do as a challenge is I'm going to do a little bit of sort of Wallace and Grommeting. I'm going to try and build the railway as Luminous Bob or Non-Luminous Bob travels upon it. I'm going to try to build that in time. So I'm going to wake Luminous Bob from his barbecue. And so off we go. Now, I'm going to slight deadline as well introduced by in fact, there's not that much of this track, so we only have about 2 minutes of that. And we could always repeat it. So, I want to avoid taking Bob over too many hills, so... Where are we? There, so we can't really avoid too much with this hill, so... I'm going to do that. There we go, Link 12 tunnel. Link 59 tunnel might not work quite so well. There we go. That looks like that might be a very overly long tunnel if I can't build it there. So let's try building there. Oh, another tunnel is in the way. So where is that other tunnel? I wonder. Now we could build one over here, so let's go around this way and let's build there. So that's look at 42. That's not too bad. Probably we can't excavate the land there, so we build a little dip here. I have a feeling that Non-Luminous Bob is perhaps a little slow for this to be really a challenge. No, we're busy. You're busy doing something far more important. Yes, let's just drop 73,000 on a tunnel and let's cause minor chaos here. That is fine. And now we're going to go down level. And I think that's fine. We can go down here and we don't have any more hills to go over. Actually, no, not quite yet. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to dash across here. Non-Luminous Bob on his cycloped frame with his decking and his barbecue. And then that's what Non-Luminous Bob has been doing this time. He ran out of his theme and he's still travelling. Oh well, never mind. And so let's just cause some more chaos. So we're going to reuse this track. I think this track down here. Oh yes, it goes all the way nice down here, so you can reuse that track there. It does go up a hill at some point, so it'll be fun. Lots of extra chaos. Does it? Oh no, doesn't go uphill. This is actually flat. This is actually at the higher level, so we can do that. Let's do so, and then let's connect this up here now. Probably likely, rather than non-luminous Bob himself causing chaos with his 80-year-long barbecue that he's been on hosting. Rather than that causing chaos, I think it's probably more likely to cause chaos is just me connecting all these tracks which had never been connected before. So I'm probably going to just finish this, do a little bit more of that. And that's going to be fine. I'm then going to finish that, and going to get all off to the end of the theme again, and it's going to finish. But what's actually going to happen with this is some train from here is going to wander across and get lost and just end up on track that it should not be on. So, okay, so he's gone a fair bit of distance, so we should get rid of that. Leave Bob's halfway house there. That's quite a nice little thing. So let us do that. Let us wander round there and start digging up this railway. So there, yes. Let's remove that. This. So, in fact, I think what we could probably do with is we had non-luminous Sports theme while we built this. Let's have a theme while we unbuild it. Except we can't, because waiting for Luminous Bob to get out of the tunnel. And so we won't have his theme for unbuilding it. I will just stick that in reserve. Even the set pieces don't go right, do they? So non-luminous Bob is on his way, filling that tunnel full of burger fat and grilling smoke on his ultimate 100-year-long barbecue that he's been having. Yes. Oh, Kilwinning's elite buses are getting old. What are the elite buses? They're laden leopards. They're also a little bit over. They need a bit of distribution. Yes, that's the word. So leopards are now out of date. Right, we should think about that, shouldn't we? Laden leopards. Let's have Dennis darts. They're a little bit smaller, aren't they? Well, really, they're coaches. So should we just have Volvo B10s? Crikey, these oxygen ones are getting old as well. What are these? These are 8LVs. 8LVs still available. And no, they're getting a little bit out of date as well. So there we go. So then we're going to have, I feel, did we have something new come out recently? Maybe we'll just replace them with E-Series. Yes, the vehicles are not available. We know that. And that's fine, they're replacing. So, I don't think anything else is in disaster state. So, let's go back and see how Mr. Non-Luminous is getting on. So, there is a whole section of track that we could remove. And there we go. And we got there without any chaos. So that would be just the worst thing to happen. Imagine that if non-luminous Bob ended up in some sort of extreme breakfasting-based signal disaster. That would be horrific. Could possibly countenance that. So, and we do have to be careful with these crossings. Make sure trains obey all the signals, and that he doesn't cause himself some sort of electrical damage on the catenary. We'll hope nothing bad befalls a non-luminous Bob. It's been a 100-year barbecue, so I imagine probably a few beers have been consumed at the ultimate barbecue. you know, may just be tired from grilling. lots of grilling going on there. But no, the 100-year barbecue continues on to the main line, where there we go, some good chaos. Wellingborough semi-fast is about to become a Wellingborough very, very slow. And this is the kind of chaos we keep non-luminous Bob around for. That and the 100-year ultimate barbecue. No, I can't even remove the track because this is waiting now for the exciting 14.5 miles per hour travel of non-luminous Bob. Can't go fast since he's got his, his decking might be quite slippery. Guests might fall off. He needs to occasionally serve the burgers. Kind of get the feeling that maybe a horse does not have the necessary opposable appendages to go barbecuing. You need a sort of specially adapted barbecue for a horse. Vauxhall Amiga. Little bit of trivia here, which is that I am fairly certain that while it was a popular minicab, the Amiga was not used in V6 form, sort of 170 brake horsepower V6. I'm fairly sure the V6 did not get used as a taxi. And the reason for that is I had one of those, and I recall sort of in general the kind of urban driving, and in fact on surprisingly long distances from A-road driving, it was a struggle to get more than about 28, 29 miles to the gallon out of the V6. And I have a feeling the economics of the taxi business, or the minicab business, don't really work if you're just pouring petrol into your kind of large V6 automobile at a rate that is probably quite concerning when you're not on an infinite budget. I say that, I say the Amigas were pretty terrible in sort of down and A-road usage. You could get the old 4-speed Amigas to really be quite economical. I remember getting sort of more than 40 to the gallon out of one, just by some very, very careful driving, sort of never exceeding 56 miles per hour. But obviously, if we built one in OpenTTD, it's going to race around trying to get to 120, so it's, they're certainly not going to get 28 to the gallon out of it. In fact, I think it's probably going to be more in the tens. None of that Wellingborough semi-fast. It's just trying to get there, and then non-luminous Bob is in the way. So anyways, you watch this series to learn lots of things and how to do good things and how to learn how to make advanced networks and clever stuff. And here we are watching a Class 47 hauled train slowly follow a 12 mile per hour horse. That's how it goes around here. Right. I can't even click on Luminous Bob to create a non-Luminous Bob to create a little window to follow him around because he's in the tunnel. Right. Okay, so this is interesting. This DX good. So, and why is this so slow? And I think this is because this used to receive engineering supplies. And I think perhaps now it is not. So this really needs some engineering supplies. Where can I get those from? Well, Oxford, I guess. And Cowley. Does Cowley have any more engineering supplies waiting? Well, there's a little, actually. So, no, I know the motorway kind of goes around here somewhere. So this is where the motorway is. This is where this is. In fact, it goes right past here. So, what we could do is, and we could build a little bit of, in fact, let's make it some A roads, just as it comes up here. Then I'm going to do that. I'm going to just build a thing there, because I want to take some engineering supplies to this, because I think our problem here is that this is we used to have engineering supplies, because the AO used to bring it. And now it does not. So let's do that. So let's bring some engineering supplies up here. So let's go back to Cowley. I've lost Cowley. Something around here. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Cowley is not building very many engineering supplies anymore. Oh, those are mostly vehicles, I think. Oh, it's not too bad. Oh no, that is engineering supplies. Oh dear. We might have a problem. I think there might just be a recession on. Did we miss a recession? And we always miss recessions until we find out later. I don't see anything in the history, but let's have a look at operating profit. Nothing there either. Maybe there's just some sort of ongoing chaos. Anyway, a bit of Leyland T45. Need to put some engineering supplies. So. And that's going to go to Cowley. And then it's going to come over to Barkston Woods. So that's going to full load. And I'm just going to have a few of those. 1, 2, 5 of those. I think we have other problems that need fixing before we go fix that. And there we go. So that's that. Now, that's good to run. That's we can probably leave that alone. We do need to group these. So engineering supplies. So this is so fash. This is all an episode for digging things out, isn't it? So there we go. So these are just Kensal Green. And Kensal Green, Ken and Co. And that's good to go. So ungrouped road vehicles into there. And now we will group road vehicles. So that should improve that, but I feel we have a lot of trains stopped somewhere. And that it's not going very well. So there's a lot of trains stopped down here. There's a lot of trains stopped down here. There's a lot of trains. Limescale mines are gung-ho. It's weird. This is very recession-like behaviour. Carbon steel has a problem. There's no blockages, are there? And oh dear, there is a blockage. Right, that doesn't help. So you've already added signalling distance. That's not going to help that much. So really what we need is a bypass. So there we go. Just going to build a bypass across here. And not signalling it too densely. Ignore the Agora. So that should help a little bit with that. So we should have a little bit less of a stoppage up there. Yes, alloy steel now is down here. So this hopefully should resolve some of the stoppages. Apparently we've had a tax windfall, even though operating profit is way down. So I think there's a recession somewhere. Oh, that's interesting. What's that? Oh, this is from the the new graph replacement chaos that's still going on. So that was an unintentional chaos. Let's go back to intentional chaos. This was normally not actually that expensive to run. And that's quite surprising. And I think... hang on. I have some track to undo. There we go. We can go look at Luminous Bob again. It is happening! Non-luminous Bob is finally on his way to be reunited. The suspense. Maybe we need some faster vehicles. Maybe I should have hacked it to do 100 miles an hour. But then, with that, don't imagine a 100-year, 100-mile-an-hour barbecue. All those superannuated burgers flying everywhere. No, this is the correct speed. And it's done. Let's just clean up. And I know this is fairly early, but I think that is... Let's give Luminous Wolf some... pretend he has some directions. Luminous probably lost. Yes, don't need a Boeing 777. 95. Wow, did it come out that long ago? Yes. I think things are resolving there with the recession. I think a bit, maybe, possibly. Well, I'm waiting for the trainer bits to improve. But I think we can deal with that in future. I think for now, I just leave that there. There's a beautiful picture of 86 episodes later. Luminous Bob is not only retired, but joined with his friend Non-Luminous Bob. And there we go. I shall see you in a future episode.